be not named.
Welcome back to After Hours Podcast. This is episode 5, and we are talking about New Year, New Me. 2020 is coming up real soon. For anyone that hasn't listened to podcasts in a while, or this is your first time, I'm Megan.
My name is Ahmad.
My name is Julia.
And I'm Jasmine.
And Sayla's not here tonight, but we are going to go ahead and jump into it. This will probably be a pretty short one. But I wanted to get everybody's thoughts on what do you think about the whole New Year's resolution and just kind of like how it's portrayed in our culture and just people make a huge deal out of it. Like, do you like New Year's resolutions or not a fan of them?
I'll say, man, New Year's resolutions, give about that first month, and afterwards, you done forgot about it entirely. So, I mean, it's good to have goals, but you got to stick to them,
I think my New Year's resolutions, and they're cheesy, but it's always typically just to be happier or to like come to the new year with a different mindset. But that's something I try and work on throughout the year and just to like really push it and then let New Year's be like the pivotal moment in time. And for now, what I want to do is have like a burn party that I'm going to have with a friend of mine. And so everything and anything that's kind of upset us or people who we've just let go, we're going to get pictures of them or items that we just are tired of dealing with and things that we just feel like have been holding us back and just to burn them and just let it go.
I really want to start singing Let It Go, but my voice, now let me not.
Me personally, I used to do them when I was like younger because everybody else did them, but now I'm just kind of to the point where, like how Ahmad said, give it that first month and it's done for. I like the idea of new beginnings and everything like that, but I think far too often people only designate a new year, like the new year, as a time for that. Like they don't constantly have goals set throughout the year for them to achieve, so it's harder for them to keep up with the goals that they have for the New Year's because they don't be keeping goals the rest of the year anyway. So it's like, I feel like if you know yourself and you know you're gonna stick to it, okay, great, do it. But if you know yourself and you know that you've tried to make goals before and it always falls through, well, I don't see why a new year would be any different. That's just something you got to work on just constantly. Like, it's not a one-time thing, not one year, like one time of the year thing. Like, it's got to be all around.
I agree with you, Jasmine. For me, I always have the mentality of I like to go into New Year already having done my New Year's resolutions and just kind of like reiterating that this is my New Year's resolution. Like, I'm still following it from last year. But I get that because I feel like all the time, like on social media and advertisements, they make such a big deal out and people like buy into the idea like, oh, on January 1st, I'm going to do this. Like, no, why don't you start like right now?
Right now, right.
Like Christmas is coming up and I know like it's hard to like watch what you eat. Like you can indulge, but just work hard like the next day and just, follow your goals. Kind of like fitness, weight loss. That's like a huge goal for people all the time.
Yeah.
Like just go and start now. Like don't wait and let the situation be worse than what it was when you could have started already.
Yeah. I mean, like for me, like, like I like the idea of like, doing like a burn thing, like you were saying, like, just burning old habits and old things you want to leave behind in 2019, and move forward. It's new beginnings. You find new friendships, relationships, all that type of stuff. So I think that's a good time to rejuvenate yourself. You feel different. Like I know, like I feel different when I enter 2020. Like when I'm gonna wake up the next day, it's like, dang, it's 2020.
So we just bashed New Year's resolutions, but what are your top 3 New Year's resolutions that you have for 2020 currently?
Man, I just want to be happy. I think, well, I don't know, because what is the difference? I think we always talk about the difference between happiness and what was that thing?
Joy.
And joy is more long term. Or is it the other way around?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Joy is more long term. So I do really want to seek joy in the new year and just to be unapologetically myself. I feel like I always have to hold back my personality or like hold back who I am.
But you don't. So
Yes, I do.
No, you
Around
don't.
certain
No.
people.
Okay, maybe, but
Because it's just weird. I feel like people are always having these expectations of me, and I just want to break all of them. I just want to set my own expectations for myself.
My New Year's resolutions, I already kind of mentioned, like, I want to continue to maintain a fit and healthy lifestyle. So I've actually, like, I bought, like, a 12-week, like, fit journal, and tomorrow will mark the first, like, full week of me working out and, like, eating cleaner. So I'm really happy about
Good.
that.
That's a
Go ahead,
milestone
thank
right
you.
there. We're gonna keep working.
Also with Julie about just being more joyful. I know there's been a lot of good and bad moments this year, but like they've been some serious growing points. I was gonna say moments and then points came out. So I was like, okay. And third one, probably being more open to taking chances and risks, whether that be with relationships or since I'm graduating, just taking risks and like open doors with opportunities and like seeing where God wants to take me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say for me, I've fallen off the bandwagon when it comes to a lot of things. So the one thing I do want to start doing again is working out consistently.
Work
and
out this week, come on.
See, look, okay, that's the thing. I've been trying, but like with my job scheduling me at different times, I don't have a set schedule. And I like to have a schedule because that helps me keep my workout regimen like consistent and everything. Like I prefer to work out in the morning to get my day started rather than at night because it wakes me up and I'm already tired by the time night comes. So it's better for me to do it in the morning. But when my job has me literally all over the map, like it's hard for me to maintain that. So I'm hoping with the new year, because I have a set schedule, I know what I'm doing, they'll honor that and schedule me consistently so that I can, have that time to maintain, a workout regimen and everything like that. So that's one aspect. And then I guess just to regain focus, I feel like I've lost, I don't know what happened, but I feel like I'm losing time and I don't know why. So I just kind of like need to regain my focus and just kind of like just write things down. Okay, this is what I need to do. This is when I need to do it by. How am I going to do it? Stuff like that. Because I used to do that a lot. But I've slacked like so much. Like I barely write things down anymore. So that's something that I'm going to try to start doing in the new year as well.
I guess for me, the new year, probably growth. But to be honest, I've kind of already started to see like growth from August to now. Like I've seen like a lot of changes in myself and I'm happy about that, and I think, going into the new year, I think it was good for me to notice that going into it. So I keep that mindset of like, I still want to keep growing and be better as a person, just keeping it transitioning into the new year. I guess everybody's New Year's resolution is working out. So I've already started, but I would like to ramp it up a little bit more. Say that because now like next semester or next year I'll have like already like a good schedule, work schedule, and all that other stuff. So I want to keep that going. And I guess the new year, I'll probably say like, gaining new, new relationships, new friendships, or rejuvenating old relationships or friendships and stuff like that, just to, get things out the way and get stuff cleared out.
I have a good one. Not worrying about boys.
I'll one up you. Not worrying about toxic boys.
Because boys are cool, relationships are cool, but
So we're talking about boys versus men.
Men.
Right?
Well, okay. Well, we got some toxic men
listen.
too. just toxic
Oh, God.
male specimens. How about that?
Like they're lab rats. Because relationships are cool. They're all fine and dandy, but they're very draining sometimes.
They can be if you don't. Yes. They
So
are.
just not focusing on that. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't,
It doesn't.
it doesn't. That's
Move
okay.
on. Live your best life.
So I just kind of want to ask, what are some of your bad habits that you've had this year?
Ooh, Lord.
Bad habits.
Either, just one, or you can name a few if you have any.
I got a list.
My mouth. Because this summer, it was just bad. But, I mean, stuff going on with my family has really affected me just this entire year. And it's just consistently going downhill, which has caused me to, not lash out, but I'm the type of person I bottle up my feelings. So if something happens and I just, blow up and I'm just, ready to go, I'm like, okay, come on. What do you have to say? I'm here and I'm ready to beat your ass. Anyways, but yeah, I would say that's my bad habit. And to shut down. So Jasmine called me out the other day that when I get upset or frustrated, I literally just shut down. I won't say anything. I don't do nothing. And then somebody tries to talk to me, especially somebody that I don't want to talk to. I just try and pretend like they don't exist. And that's the third bad thing, that I pretend like people don't exist.
I guess for me is trying too hard to make other people happy, I guess. What? I'm just I've noticed some situations whether it's at home or trying to make people proud, I guess, in a sense, when in essence I need to be making sure that I'm satisfied with my own work or what I'm doing.
Yes.
And I've started to notice that now, and I've been changing it. So I'd say that's the biggest thing I think this year was for me. Yeah.
I would totally have to agree. Especially August forward, I did that. And it's draining, man. When you're out here trying to love somebody and just genuinely trying to love them. You don't expect anything else out of them. But it just seems like they don't care about what you're doing for them. That degrades a person. And I did that constantly. And I told myself my bad habit was I kept saying it was okay. And I kept giving free passes when I shouldn't have been. So that was a big lesson for me to learn was first of all, I can't make anybody love me the way I love them. They just have to. And I can't force it out of them. But then at the same time, I also have to be careful with how much of myself I give to other people because they may not even know how to handle that because it's too much for them because they can't even handle themselves. So it's that was a big thing. And then on a more serious note, I really I'm too judgy, bro. I judge people so much.
Come on now. You know what the Bible says about that.
I know. And that's why, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, why am I so judgy? And, I try to stop judging. And I'm like, what?
I
understand. It's a bad habit for me. Because then what I'll do is I'll sit there and be like, oh, they doing that? I would never. And then 2 weeks later, here I am doing the thing that I said I would never do. So it's I've been trying to work on that and just trying to have a graceful mindset when dealing with other people and not trying to judge them as much. It's a work in progress.
I agree, along with your bad habit about, thinking, it's okay for people to, take advantage of me for their own benefit and just thinking, oh, it's okay or, oh, I deserve this because I didn't treat them the way, they want me to treat them and stuff like that when it's, I need to put myself above other people. Another bad habit I would say is I definitely, over the summer, again, back to, health and fitness, but, I just was super sedentary. I just sat around at home all day when I didn't have to go do observation hours, and I got really lazy, and so I gained weight. And that's what I get for, trying to relax and not let my body naturally move and want to do it at once. Another bad habit. Another bad habit. I don't know. Sweets. I like to eat a lot. I like to eat a lot of sweets. It's bad.
If anybody knows me, they know chocolate is always my weak spot.
Do you like dark chocolate?
All kinds of chocolate. It's a problem. I think I have a problem, y'all. I do. It's fine though.
So I shouldn't buy you chocolate for Christmas.
You really shouldn't.
Okay. I'm
Bruh.
done. All right. Going into the whole motto, New Year, New Me. Hypothetically, like, this could be serious. This could be just like super funny. Like, what do you think the new you would be in 2020? What would that look like? Serious note, or it could just be like
what I want.
Yeah,
what I want myself to be.
Yeah, like deep down, you'd be like, if I could be a bad bitch, or you know.
I'm dead. I mean, I already am.
Well, here we go. Okay. Okay.
But I don't even know. Somebody else can go.
I'll probably just say continue the path of growth for me. Say that, just continue.
Of course, I'm gonna say it. I want to be the baddest bitch. I do not want to be taken advantage of. I do not want to be treated terribly because I feel like, I don't know. I don't think everybody's raised the same, but I was taught if you treat somebody well and you do good to them and be good to them, they'll be good to you. And I've been good to a lot of people who have not been good to me. And I'm just not, I don't want to keep doing that anymore. I just want to focus on the people that have been in my life and wanted to be in my life instead of worrying about the people who, you know, either sabotage or manipulate.
Ooh, say that.
Or anything else. So I want to be a bad bitch, and being a bad bitch is just being good. Good to the people who are good to you.
All I keep thinking about is when we were talking about the game of life, 21 questions. Are you talking about your dog or your cat or someone being a bad bitch? That's all I keep hearing. Like every time you're a bad bitch, all I can hear is your voice saying it.
I'm dead.
For me, I would definitely say what I would like to look like the new me would probably just be like really fit and strong and confident, and just overall just really joyful, and just very excited to see where God is going to take me next year.
I would say I'm not going to say I would like to be, but I am going to be an independent
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something.
Afro-Latina woman. What?
Huh?
Anyways.
I thought you were finna say engaged. That's what I was waiting for.
I mean, that too. But,
Hold on. Stop everything.
Stop.
Hold up.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Hold up. What
Wait.
are you talking about?
No.
Hold on. You made Megan come out her shell. I ain't never seen that before. Megan just exploded.
All right.
My eyes got so big. Like,
let me iterate. Okay, so for y'all who don't know, so, I've been in a relationship.
Now, huh?
I've been in this relationship for like a week now with this guy.
Oh
anyways,
my God.
no, in a week. Yes, a week. But y'all don't understand. It's a different dynamic. It's a different relationship. And no cap, we talked about it like yesterday, I think it was. His friend thinks that we're probably going to be married in a year or less, which I honestly, I think could actually happen just because, like,
oh my gosh.
just because, no, listen.
I'm freaking out.
Just because.
Like, in a good way, but at the same time, just like, oh
No,
my
like, I'm
gosh.
freaking out too because, like, I've never clicked with somebody so hard that I've instantly wanted to marry them. Like, I've never done that before, but I know that's how it's real. Like, it's never happened. And, like, it's crazy to think about. But he's in, I'm in, we're both in. We're going to do this thing. We're going to get a house. We're going to get a pet. We're going to get married. like we got it all planned out.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
so I just might be engaged, y'all.
Oh
Come
my gosh.
February, I'm putting money on it.
Hold
By
on.
February.
Hold
What you
on.
putting on that?
Wait a
I'm putting
minute.
100 on that.
All right,
Wait a
bet,
minute.
bet. Go ahead.
You're
Wait a minute. Look
investing.
at Megan. Let me receive my check. Let me. February?
I think by February he's
February?
Like
probably.
Valentine's Day or like end of February?
I think around Valentine's
keep
Day.
going.
He's probably gonna propose around Valentine's
Oh
Day.
God, that's crazy.
No, because this is the thing. We read each other's thoughts so well. I kid you not. I can't explain to you how many times we read each other's thoughts and like it's been like dead right. So like he doesn't even have to say anything. And I'll just tell him what he's thinking and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, how'd you know?" But he does the same thing to me. So I'm thinking,
That sounds like Frozen. What's
That's
that
crazy.
song? We read each other's sandwiches or something like that.
no.
Love is an open door.
Okay.
That's exactly what I thought of.
But anyways, yes, I think by February it's gonna be popping and locking. So
February.
That's
February.
crazy.
Look at that. So let me say this. Let me say this. I am happy for you.
Thank
Don't
you.
confuse that. I'm happy. It's a
But-
lot.
Just-
No, there's no
but-
but.
It's just so sudden.
It is sudden, and that's what's
it
kind of
is.
shocking.
It is.
But I'm happy for you.
it is. Thank you.
Well, if you ever need help with planning stuff, making
I got a
things,
Pinterest board and
wedding dress
everything.
stuff, just let me know. I'm
I
coming
got,
down here
I got
just
everything.
for that.
I got everything.
You know my personality. If you need something to get right, if you need to find something, if you need stuff to get done, this the team
Oh, yeah.
right
I got
here.
Yeah,
you.
if you need a
This
musical
scene.
act, I'm a wedding performer now.
Oh, and I'm an officiant. Did I tell you all that I was a
Really?
minister?
Efficient.
Oh shit!
What is that?
I went
What?
online
Like, marry
and I can marry people.
Oh,
God.
get out of here.
I'm
How
not-
long have you had that?
Since the summer,
Why'd you get it?
why not?
Do you
I
get
wanna
paid
marry
for
people.
it?
If I
Hey, you
if I
could've
do weddings,
officiated Mark's wedding.
I know if he would have told us.
Oh shoot, you gonna be my officiant then?
Oh my God!
Shoot.
I gotta call your shake.
Shoot. Why you just not telling us this?
I'm done.
This time will be. Will you take this here man?
Okay, Megan, you're my maid of
this
honor.
here woman.
You're my maid of honor. Ahmad, you the best man. I'm just
In
playing, I don't know.
holy matrimony. Amen.
Oh my gosh, what, Jalea?
Dude, I forgot about that. I really forgot.
What? That's wild. So like, what'd you have to do for that?
Go online.
Is it legit?
Yes, legit.
I feel like yeah.
I just got it online, but you know
That's
what?
crazy.
It
I might
have to
inspired
do
me.
that.
I was inspired to get it because one of the people in an organization that I'm in, she's kind of like a mentor to me, and she's older, and she's married to a woman, and I don't know what she identifies as actually, but I know she's married to a woman. But she was talking about it casually and said that she had went online and got it because she realized as soon as Obama legalized gay marriage in the country, she wanted to marry as many people as she possibly could. So she went and got it so for all of her friends and everything she could marry them. And I was like, that's beautiful. I want to do that. So
Wow.
I'm waiting on you young bucks to tie the knot, jump the broom.
Wow.
I'm in no rush.
I'm shook. You just shook me. I shook y'all. Y'all shook me. All right.
Real. I'm over here thinking already like, oh, color themes, food.
Oh no.
like,
I have it all. It's gonna be purple. We're gonna have I'll
What
tell
shade
y'all
of
later.
purple?
It's gonna be like a like lighter than this. Like this
Okay.
one right here, this
Okay.
inside one. Because the thing is, my favorite color is blue, his favorite color is red. Mix them together, you get purple.
Wow.
Aw.
Yeah. How is that?
Oh, it's cute, but it's corny.
Mm.
But purple's a good and purple's royalty too.
No, I like
it
the
is.
color.
It is royalty.
Look at me. Yeah, it is. I want to ask.
Yeah, it is.
I want to ask.
Ask.
Have you told your parents?
Have I told my nah.
I
Not
want to hear
yet.
what your mom has to say.
Well, she has to meet him first.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
already told her a lot about him, and she likes him already. Like she hasn't even met the kid, but she's
Aw.
like,
Good.
he's good. He's good because
That's
his
good.
purpose matches up with my purpose,
feel
so
like
she's into it.
You're like a little sister to me. I just feel like, oh my gosh, my little sister's gonna possibly get married next year. Like, what?
Possibly.
February? Hold on, wait, no. I have a plug for you. So
What's
I
up?
was looking, I follow this YouTuber for like budgeting tips, and she just got recently engaged.
Mhm.
The diamond industry is terrible. It
Okay.
is awful. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Overly priced for diamonds when they're actually really cheap.
Mhm.
And they it kills millions and millions, well, not millions, hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. But I will say there is something called a Ahmad, what was it? We were looking at it. It starts with an M.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It is lab produced.
It's from space.
It is
like
from
that?
space. It came down on an asteroid in
Let me
like
see if I see
Arizona or
All right
something.
now.
I'm serious. It's called a
We
Missonite.
might have to talk about some wedding stuff next week.
Missing a fake
That's
diamond.
crazy because he's into space, bruh. That'd be so perfect.
Literally, people like make it into like a really romantic thing because they're like, our love is like out of this world or something like that.
Oh my gosh, man.
And I'm telling you, you can get a rock, like a rock. They're lab produced. So the actual thing, they're in very small quantities and it's super expensive. But they're all lab produced. So it's much better for the environment. It's it doesn't give in to the industry that harms and destroys a lot of people's families. It is very eco-friendly and it lasts forever. And it has like the same like qualities of
As
a diamond.
right?
And it glistens brighter. And it starts
It's
with
a
an
moissanite.
moissanite. That's what it
Moissanite,
is.
yeah.
A moissanite. And it sounds weird, but it's named after the person who found it. So of course. But
Was it Moises?
that's what it sounds like. Goofy. But no.
Look it up. Look it up.
No, they're beautiful, beautiful rings, and you can get a rock for the low. Like the low. Because a girl on YouTube, she got one.
You can get it for, it was like, if you get 1 carat, or what is it?
The one she got was literally like a regular ring, like the regular ring band, and the stone was about this big.
Oh my gosh.
It was $1,000.
Yeah, the diamonds, they were saying like,
Wow.
yeah, they said the diamond, you'd have to pay like 5,000. You can get a moissanite and get 700 for it.
Even as low as 700, depending on what you want.
Yeah.
And they're much better for the environment.
I'm looking at some. There's one in the design I want, bro.
I'm weak. All right.
See, we just put her on.
We've been speaking things into existence in this episode, so we hope that this motivates everybody else to start New Year's resolutions now
Yes,
and
yes.
just look forward to the new year because 2020 could be the big come up for you guys.
Definitely.
So thank you for watching this podcast. Email us questions, or if you just want to, send us fan mail, that'd be kind of cool. That is at so you can email us at afterhourspodcast123@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at after_hours_podcast. We will be uploading more pictures up there soon. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
And in the new year.
See you.